Alright guys, there's date and time on a Garmin Forerunner 620, and in this video we're going to ride a wheelchair lift in the back of a place called Mansfield Hall in Madison, Wisconsin. So if you guys never heard of Mansfield Hall, it's basically like a residential building that's, you know, for people who want to transition to college but don't really know what they want to major in, so it's kind of the next step for people in those categories. So the building itself, it was originally a mansion that was built sometime in the 19th century, but then later on, you know, it's been heavily renovated. It has a fire alarm system. I might not show you that in this video, but it has some Gentex commander units and firelight pole stations. I believe those are BG-12s of some sort. But unfortunately, the building itself does not have an elevator, but they have this wheelchair lift that goes from this level to that level up there. So in this video, we're going to go check that out. And this lift happens to be made by Garaventa, which is a Canadian-based company. And here's the bottom landing, right here. And there's a message right there if you want to pause to read. Doesn't really apply to us, but yeah. And here's the controller right here. The operating instructions if you want to pause to read. So, unfortunately, I cannot seem to access the lift from this floor. And I tried to open, and no matter how far I brought it down, it's down at like the maximum. So if I push it any further, it won't go down anymore. But as you can see, the handle here is kind of coming off, so that's kind of one indication that this door won't open. Because usually, when I bring the lift down to a certain floor, there'll be like a interlock that will click, allowing me to open the door. But in this case, it does not seem like that does not seem to be the case in this scenario. But as you notice here, when I push this button, this in-use light will light up. Oh, and I was able to bring it up a certain bit of the way. But as you guys know, wheelchair lifts, they're built cheaply and they're not always reliable. But this one works fine. So because we can't access this from that floor, we're going to have to take this man-powered elevator up to that level up there. So let's go on and do that. And we'll just hop in the wheelchair lift from there. So here's the top landing, and just to save time, I'm actually gonna stop the video and start again once I bring the lift back up. So actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna bring it up so you guys can see the in-use light go on and off. So we'll do that. You can kind of see a lift coming up. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw that. So it should go out once the lift comes back up here. Alright. But as you guys just heard, it unlocked when it got up to this floor. So, you guys, I didn't manage to get that on camera, but the in-use light also went out. So, as you can see, the door kind of opens, and the lift is here. And so now we're gonna shut the door. Can't really seem to get this shut real well, but maybe it'll lock once I go down. Anyways, there's your operating instructions if you want to pause to read. And it seems like access elevator, you know, manufactures some components of that are used on this elevator. So this is a mix of a Garaventa and an access. And there's look at the controls. Got your up and down buttons right there. An emergency stop switch. Your emergency phone. And you got a tag from the Madison Fire Department, which I guess the number for this lift is 1030608. And here's the permit, which allows this thing to be in operation. I think there's a switch for this light somewhere, but it's probably down at the bottom. And there's looking down the shaft. Shine the flashlight so you can see a little better. Yeah, does not look like it's been used in a while, so that's probably why you're seeing all this gunk and spider web and all that. And here's some more instructions. I'm going to pause to read that, which are explained in more detail than what's on here. Alright, so with that being said, guys, we are going to go take this thing down if we can. And it's going to open up on this side, so we're going to turn our attention to this, to over here. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, let's try now. There we go. Bottom landing. So here we are down at the bottom. And another thing to notice is that you got these lights that turn on, and the lights are an indication that the door, either on that landing up there or this landing down here, is secure enough such that you can ride this up and down. And as you also noticed, once I got down to the landing, these lights went out. And also there's this green light that turned on when the lift was in operation. So I'm not exactly sure if I need to open this door to reset the lift, but if not, we'll just ride back up and we'll just go from there. Let's go up, and here we are at the top landing. But yeah, judging by the way this runs, this lift doesn't seem like it was used in a while. And here's some conduit pipe leading to the emergency light right there. And there's no switch for this light to bounce, so I don't know if there's a way to turn on this light or not. But yeah, looking at the cab, this thing is probably not maintained the best. So yeah, typical wheelchair lift quality. And I'll bring the lift down a bit just so you guys can see the lights turn on. And we'll take we'll take another ride on this, just for the hell of it. So yeah, as you notice, the light, both these lights and the green light turn on. And it's also a lift that you apply constant pressure to, because if I let go, it stops, and also the lights turn off. But if you stop it though, it takes a while takes a few seconds for it to reset. So bring it down. Watch it level with this floor. Seems to do better going down than going up. Actually, we'll watch these, and then I'll watch the land level. That was not a smooth landing. And let's go out. And look at a cat view from down here just to show you the distance from this floor to that floor. You can see it's fairly small to medium-sized distance. But yeah, so that's how tall ceiling is from here. And let's bring it back up here and get off on top. Alright, so here at the top, yeah, it definitely runs a lot rougher going up than down. And it looks like the lock for this thing is somewhere over there. Because I hear something triggering. So now we're going to get this to shut. And that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.